Hello and welcome to Doofuses, ironically the only show on my YouTube channel in which I do not act like a doofus. I'm great at naming things. Okay, so I haven't made a video in at least a month, a Doofuses video, and you can probably see why, because every Doofuses video has been terrible. Like, actually terrible. I'm sorry. I'm gonna change the format soon. I promise. It's gonna be more not funny. I don't want to call my stuff funny because it's really not. More scripted, less rambly, and more creative overall. So it's more of a fun thing to do. And yeah, so I've been away for a while, and I've had a few things I want to talk about, but none of them had enough substance to make a whole video, or I didn't care about any of them enough to make a whole video about it. So I was away and I watched some movies, like quite a few movies on airplanes, and I'll just list off what I think of them all. Mission Impossible Fallout, or Mission Impossible 6, I thought it was probably the best action film of the entire year because of the fact that it's awesome. No, because it's just got so many awesome action set pieces. Tom Cruise is just a cool actor. And Simon Pegg's like funny, and then same with the other guys. And then so there's all that, and then they bring back some plot points from the older movies, which are nice, some characters, and it was lots and lots. It was just so much fun, and it's a perfect example of what I think is movies that don't need to be deep or have a deeper meaning. Movies that they're just movies, and they're fun to watch. And I'm not saying we should make all stupid movies, but I'm saying all good movies don't have to have a deeper meaning. They can just be really fun, exciting films that are just a joy to watch. Now, the second movie is Ocean's 8. It's basically like Ocean's 11, 12, and 13, but like not quite as good, and with girls. Not that there's anything wrong with girls, but I do think the business practice behind it, just being, let's swap the genders and reboot it, has been a dumb idea for a series. You should come up with creative movie ideas, and not just go, oh, hey, here's this thing people like, let's swap the genders of the characters and make it again. Wow! You should make something new, something creative. Everything in Hollywood is just sequels, reboots, remakes, all sorts of other dumb stuff, and it's like, seriously, is there no creativity? I get there's nothing new under the sun, or whatever the saying goes. Yeah, nothing new under the sun. But yeah, The House and the Clock with a Clock in its Walls was a surprisingly good film. It was good for young children. Like, I enjoyed it, but if you were wanting to introduce your kids to horror for some reason, I don't know why you'd want to do that, this would be a good film to start them off with, because it's not really that scary. Littler kids might think it is. It did have some creepy moments, but not like, I'm scared. And, I don't know, there were a few bits where it was strange, like, I'm a nerdy character, I read dictionaries. It's like, no real people read dictionaries. Maybe they do. And wear goggles constantly. And then there's the bully kid, which was actually surprisingly good. He made friends so he could be elected something. But it doesn't matter. It was a good film. Mostly good. It was a little bit weird because it had like occult bits in it. Like it was pentagrams and stuff, which was kind of creepy and weird. But other than that, it was a pretty great film. I like it. Maybe. Mission Impossible 6 gets a 10 out of 10. Ocean's 8 gets a 6 out of 10 for being entertaining but kind of being a dumb idea. House with a Clock in its Walls gets a 7 for being a pretty good movie with a creative idea. The Incredibles 2. Go back to whatever timestamp it was and go check what I said about sequels and Ocean's 8. Okay, it was a good film, but it was a sequel, It was a good film, but it was a sequel. It didn't feel like they needed a sequel, especially because the thing to lead into a sequel in the first movie was barely touched upon. It was just the Underminer, first action set piece, and then he's gone forever. What are we gonna do? And then, yeah, but other than that, it was pretty good. The twist at the end with the lady, oh yeah, spoilers. The twist at the end with the lady being the bad guy was pretty obvious. Like, I felt proud of myself for guessing it pretty soon after the pizza guy was like, whoa, when they captured him. And she was the bad guy hypnotizing people. It was an overall good film. Just felt easily not as good as the previous. 7 out of 10. Black Panther. Now, I have mixed feelings about Marvel movies fitting in with the sequels syndrome and various other things that I dislike. But Black Panther was pretty good. There's a few bits where it was all CGI and it was like, But other than that, I really enjoyed it. And the characters were interesting. The fight scenes were pretty interesting. And I really like all the characters, including, like, everyone. I was surprised at how, what's his name? Martin. I was surprised at how Martin Freeman can do an American accent that's surprisingly good. I saw Andy Serkis in real life in a movie for the first time. I didn't even know he existed in real life. I thought he was just a motion capture spirit. And then, yeah, that's all I can say about. So, 6 out of 10. Avengers Infinity War is the biggest crossover of all of the century. Wow, it was pretty good. It was pretty awesome. It had some cool stuff. Had Thanos, and Thanos became a meme, and those memes are funny. I'm happy with it. 8 out of 10. Isle of Dogs. Wes Anderson, in case you don't know about him, is every film student's favorite director because he's artistic, which I can say is true, but it's strange. Like, his movies have the strange habit of being symmetrical and the dialogue's very clunky, like, not realistic, which has a certain charm to it, which I really like. But I can say, if you think it's weird, I can understand why, but I thought the film was very good. It's about Japan in the future having too many dogs and trying to get rid of them all and stuff. Then this boy tries to get his dog back, but it's full of oozing with charm. It's pretty good. 9 out of 10. Okay, so that's all the movies I've seen. Now I'm going to talk about what I actually planned to make this video about, but I realized had zero substance and pretty much can't make a whole video out of it. So, please enjoy this random thing that has nothing to do with the rest of the video. So, did you hear about chicken nuggets? Well, I didn't. So, you know the game Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah, I'm sure you do. It was everywhere, and like everywhere from 2014 to like 2016. Yeah, and so when I was a bit younger, like 2 years younger, so not that much younger, but a little bit younger, I was significantly scared of this game. And I don't mean scared like, ooh, jump scares. I mean scared like, they're gonna kill me in the middle of the night. So, yeah, it was scary. But, so I also used to stay up watching YouTube very, very late at night. And, I'll have to show you, but I used to have the set of rules that still stay in my mind today. They sometimes dictate whether I should stay up or go to bed. It's, so you know how in the game, each night they start coming out earlier and earlier, like, on the first night, they only start moving at around 2:30, and then the next night, well, yeah. So, on Monday nights, I could stay up till 2:30 using electronics. On Tuesday night, it was 2. Wednesday night, 1:30, Thursday night 1, Friday night 12:30, and then Saturday and Sunday, which you'd think as weekend days, being like you want to stay up latest on them because you don't have to get up for school. For some reason my brain went, they're night 6 and 7, which are the hardest, which means you have to go to bed at 12, which obviously a normal human being should go to bed before 12. But I'm just saying my logic sucks. And then the rules were you can be on electronics till that time, like YouTube, but you start risking the fact that they might come in your room and attack you if you stay up after that. And if you go into the hallway with your electronics on, you're most certainly not safe. So what I'd do if I had to use a toilet is I would definitely turn off my YouTube, take the iPad through the hallway with me, turn it back on, and watch my YouTube again on the toilet because I was so scared. And then the other rule was if it was a long weekend, there was no rules. You could stay up as late as you want for some reason. If it was, I'm trying to think, if you wake up in the middle of, if you hear something, you turn my bedside light on, you look at the four corners of the room first, because, as you know, in every horror film, they look around everywhere, and then they look above them, and the thing is up there attacking them. So I always would look above first, all four corners of the room, the 2 vents in the ceiling, the bag of stuffed animals, because I was afraid they'd gang up on me again with the Freddy Fazbear stuffed animals, and then I'd look at the floor to make sure nothing was on the floor. And I would do that every time I heard something at night. And then, trying to think what other rules I had. If it was, you could, for a time I was doing a thing where after 12 o'clock, they would be slightly dangerous, but not as much, but no, that wasn't a thing. On month days, no. Yeah, but for some reason that was what I thought. So thank you for watching my stupid video that has nothing to do with anything that has terrible production value. I apologize. Please forgive me. Okay, goodbye. See you next time. I will die soon. You like that S sound on my cheap microphone? Okay, goodbye.